Hey guys, Jeff here. I've been having a blast with this chrome Batmobile on the turbo light coming out back there. Been having a lot of fun with it, All right, now this week I thought I would be adding some heads there and getting them all chromed out and everything. I had an issue with the mold last week. Now, remember all the stuff that we had in the mold? It come out. We're gonna have to redo it, and I'll tell you why. There's the mold box I used over there. I'm not going to use that one again. This mold box I got here, I reinforced all the corners. I glued all the corners yesterday, and everything's hardened up. If the aluminite rubber leaks out, it'll leak out very slowly unless the hole's big, and it wasn't enough to cover and to make the mold half properly. So I discovered that the next morning. So we're done doing that. That's why I said, hey, listen, you gotta make sure all the corners are glued properly. That was my fault. That was a waste of the aluminite. We got to start over. So what do I have? I got everything we're going to do here. This let me get over here. This piece of clay. I'm going to flatten it out, put everything in there the way it should be, face down, whatnot, and we're going to do it over again, guys. I've got plenty of aluminite here. I've got some more on the way. Should be here today sometime. So we're going to get into that a little bit more. And where are we at over here? Oh yeah. I think I said in the last video, I got some truck tires over here for like the Dune buggies and whatnot. And I got these two chassis here that have different kind of tires on them, like the knob tires and the truck tires. And we're going to see if they work any better or any worse with the new old stock ones on. Now this Dune buggy, let me go ahead and get it on the track real quick. This Dune buggy here, if the tires sound like they're almost hard plastic. You know what I mean? And you can see the way it just fishtails around. It's got a lot of power, but boy, it just doesn't grab the track at all. So we'll get into that as well. Okay, what else we got going on today? We have the Maserati. I've got some easy off. We're going to see if we can clean that bugger up. That is one that I kind of like the way the guy did it. I don't like the colors, but I like what he did it. So we're going to see if we can get that restored. Okay, so I got some redo stuff here, and then we'll be getting into the trucks, and we're also going to be getting into the Maserati. All right, guys, let's just go ahead and dive into the stuff. Okay, very good. Just rolled out the clay, and I know it's going to fit inside the box, my mold box. I tested just a second ago, and the way I want everything laid out in the mold, I'm going to do one mold, is this way. So what I'll start doing is I'll start putting the heads in, then I'll start getting the guide pins in the tank and everything else. All right, let me go ahead and start getting set up. All right, got everything placed in the clay there that I want. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the mold box, I can say it. And then we're going to go ahead and mix up the aluminite rubber and do another pour. Then we'll probably get into, what do we got over here still? Let's do this. We'll get into the truck chassis and see if we can get those running good and getting some new tires all the way around. All right, got the clay and all the parts in the mold box there. I just opened up the rubber, and quite frankly, I stirred the rubber part of the catalyst in the rubber because it looked like it separated a little bit. So I spent a minute stirring the rubber. Okay, now I'm going to mix the catalyst with it, and then again when I pour, guys, what I did in the last video, but you just pour it in a certain area and you let a very small stream go down, and you just let it kind of find its way and ooze everything. I'm not going to videotape that. I did that in the last one. It takes a bit. So let me go ahead and mix the catalyst in with the rubber, then I'm going to do the pour, and we'll get on some other stuff. Just got all the parts covered there, and I'm going to set it aside and we'll get on to the chassis. So 8 to 18 hours before this stuff dries. I don't know if the dry time factors, I don't know if it's the moisture in the air or what, but 8 to 18 hours is what they say. All right, let me set it aside. All right, we saw the yellow Dune buggy, and the tires are just spinning. When I got these two chassis off the internet, they said that they ran, one of them sparked, the other one did run, and just a bit ago I gave them just a 5-minute cleaning, and they both run. Let's see how well they do with the tires that they have, and then we'll go ahead and get the new old stock tires on there and see how they perform that way. All right, here's what I'm thinking. I know the Dune buggy, I'm going to get 4 tires off here, and I was thinking about just cutting this whole, all 3 of them off. But then again, the Maserati I'm going to need a chassis for, so I'm only going to take 2 sets of these tires off and then leave the other 4 sets on there. Sometimes I think it might be hard cutting stuff off the card, but it's really not. You just get scissors. Just get scissors. Go and open it up. There we go. Here we have 2 new old stock sets of tires. Very good. Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and get 4 of them on the Dune buggy and see how much better it does. There we go. Oh boy, they fit snug. They fit real snug. Well, that's almost not easy to get on. There we go. Here's the front ones. I'll tell you what, boy, new old stock, I love it. I really do. I love it. You know, it feels like the rubber is supple and everything. Let's go ahead and get it on the track, see how it does. There we go. Get over here. Oh boy, it takes right off, doesn't it? Yeah, look at the speed it's got. Wow. That is so much better. The other tires were just like hard and it sounded like plastic spinning. Boy, that's a bunch better. That's a bunch better. Great. All right, next let's just go ahead and swap the tires out here on this one. Make sure I get all my old tires with it along. No, I tell you what, we didn't even put this on the track yet. Let me go ahead and redo that. I'll put these buggers back on. You didn't even see how they did yet. Maybe if they don't need to be swapped out, let's not do it. So let's go ahead and put the Dune buggy body on this chassis and see how it comes out. I got a little ahead of myself. Got the body on the chassis. These are the old tires. Let's see what we get. Not too bad. Well, kind of spinning out a little too easy there, isn't it? All right, that's not going to go anywhere. Let's try the inside lane just for fun. Oh boy, okay, they're just sliding all over the place. That's what I thought. You know, the tires being that old, it's really time to change them. So let's go ahead and put the new ones on there. Well, the new tread looks great. Let's see how it performs though. Let's see what we get here. Make sure we got it on. Got the inside lane. Oh yeah, even a little fishtail recovered quite nicely, did it? Yes, it did. Quite nicely. Okay, good. Nice. Very good. I tell you what, that new old stock rubber, something to it. Something to it. Really, really, really nice. I know they're making repros as far as these tires go, and they probably work quite well. I am just thrilled with these. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. It's Maserati time. First thing I'm going to do with the Maserati is wash it. Probably the decal come off. I got to get the bumpers off. It looked like he glued them in real good, so maybe some hot water will help loosen those buggers up. This chassis, again, I took it apart a bit ago. It's running good, but we're going to have to dress it out so it fits the Maserati appropriately. Over here, I've got a couple of kits, chrome kits, and a spare windshield in case we need those. I could probably touch up the chrome with the Molotov chrome markers. I could probably do that. But what I'm going to eventually do is I'm going to go ahead and have a bunch of bumpers. We're going to strip them in one video. Then we're going to spray them all and see how good we can get them to come out. So I'm going to use the replacement bumpers on these. But the first thing I'm going to do is going to get some warm soapy water and get this thing all washed up. All right, guys. Boy, I was just getting ready to rinse it. One thing I know I've said it before, but that drain catch thing there, that little screen thing, if you're going to have, like a slot car or something like those small parts and you're doing over this thing, have one of those. Just have one of those. Just words of wisdom. All right, so it came out pretty good. The 45s are gone, the decals, and part of the back bumper loosened up a little bit, so we're in good shape. We're going to take it back to the bench and see if I can get both the bumpers off now. All right, so drying a bit. One of the sides, I think it was over here, the driver's side, came loose a little bit. I noticed. Yeah, there you go. See, it's already plying loose. it was in there really good. Well, maybe it still is a little bit. But I tell you what, if you have these old glues from 50 years ago, if you used Elmer's or whatever, it'll hold the part in place. Oh, there we go. Came right off. It'll hold the part in place. But often when you get them just wet in that warm water, no, that's on there pretty good. It'll loosen that old glue up. It'll loosen it up. Let me see if I can poke this a little bit. Sometimes you poke them and you can just get it started a little bit. Oh, it did. Wow, okay, we're in great shape. We are in great shape. You see it move there? Okay, see if we can get this bugger off. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. There you go, and nothing is busted. Fantastic, we did good. Okay, so once again, these front and back bumpers, I probably could have touched them up with a Molotov pen and they would have been fine, but I want to save them for the other project, and we're just going to go ahead and replace, we'll get some new ones here, some new replacements. And it looks like the windshield's in pretty good shape. When I started looking at the inside of the windshield, look at the roof. You see all the little scrapes? So I'm wondering why are all those little scrapes there? Probably he was trying to get off the windshield, and he was, I don't know, had a screwdriver or something, and finally he got it off. But I think that's what all the scrapes are. But what I don't see is I don't see any scrapes on the windshield whatsoever. So we're probably just going to leave it in place. Okay, good. I am so glad, and it's tan, by the way. I'm so glad we got those off and nothing broke. That is so cool. That's so cool. Have I broken before? Yes, unfortunately. Sure have. Okay, good. Let me go ahead and get the cup and get some easy off, and we'll get this, we'll get stripped down. All right, good. I got the Maserati in there, and that's the last time we're going to see it like this. I know there's probably a number of guys out there going, no, don't take it off. It looks cool. I think it looks cool too, but I don't like the color. I really don't like the color. So let's see what we can do. And again, I know there's guys out there, no, leave it. It looks so great. We're past that. So again, I've been shaking the easy off, and we're going to get it covered and just let it set for a bit. I know, right? Where is it? Where is it? I trust you. It is down there. Okay, I'm going to put off the side, and we'll get to the chassis and see if we can get it dressed out so it'll look better than with the truck tires and all that stuff on there. All right, just a sec. All right, as good as I think this is going to come out, let's just go ahead and do it right. I got 4 new old stock tires. I've got the new replacement front and back bumpers. Boy, don't they look good. You know what? God, they look really good. I've got some axles there, they're a little bit oxidized. Got to clean those up. I'll take the Dremel with the wire brush, and those should clean up very, very nicely. And again, since this project I believe is going to come out good, I'll get a couple of these new old stock hubs off the card here. Let me go and grab some scissors, and I'll get them off now. All right, very quickly, here's how I use the Dremel on the axles there. I just keep going around. I've seen guys use sandpaper, and they'll put the axle in like a drill, and they'll use some sandpaper, and it'll clean, just a little bit to where it gets the groove right there. But if I just use this wire brush and go around there a few times, it's going to be good enough for me. Boy, that looks a whole lot better. All right, let me go and get the other one real quick. All right, good, very good. I got the front and back axle clean there. I've got the hubs out. Let's go ahead and exchange the hubs for the new hubs and the new axles and tires and all that stuff. So let me get the old ones off first. Here's one of the easiest ways. I've done this for years, just to get the hubs off like that. You got the tweezers, the gradient tweezers, so to speak. You can just put them on like that. Boy, it just comes right off. Lifts right off. It's like the easiest thing in the world. Okay, get the other one out. Oh boy, he had short axles too. Yeah, wow, I didn't expect that. I expected the longer axles. That's why I got those 2 out. All right, let me get the back tires off. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Maserati is a long wheelbase. So let me go ahead and set that up, and I'll put the hubs on with my bench vise. Both the front and the back are literally right now just finger tight, and I get them into the bench vise like that. And when you have the standard axle and these kind of hubs, you should be able to tighten it up all the way and still have a little bit of play in here. All right, let me do the same thing to the front. Okay, I got the hubs on. I was just checking to make sure everything's articulating well, and like that. But go ahead and oil where you need to oil, the crown gear, all that, the back axle. Okay, so let me go ahead and get the oil on there, and we will put it to the transformer. I touched it to the transformer just a second ago, and it worked real good. That probably spun a little bit of the excess oil off the crown gear there. Boy, those are tough to get on. If they've been sitting in your parts bin for a while, and they've been on like a hub or something like that, they're easy, fine, they're easy off. But if they've never been on, they're tough. They are tough. Okay, good. That is a good looking chassis now, isn't it? Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and check the Maserati, see how it's doing. It's been probably, I'm going to guess about 20 minutes. I'm just going to eyeball it. Just was looking at it, still really covered. I'm just going to let it set for a little bit more, see how it does. All right, I think it's been long enough. I'm going to go ahead and take it to the sink and get it washed out. All right, very good. Got the water going on here, and we have like to call it lava water. It is the hottest water I've ever had in any house or apartment, I tell you what. All right. Oh, hey, boy, it's one with a stripe on it. You see that? See that? Roll around again. All right, too funny. Had no idea. All right, let me go ahead and rinse this off some more. Boy, it's still drying right now. I just got it out. Looks like some of the stripe is off the top. We'll probably be able to put that on, tape it off, mask it off, and put that back on. So other than that, it looks like it came out real good. Let me take it to the bench and dry it off just a bit. Wow, like who knew, right? I had no idea it's going to have a stripe on it. And what's interesting is the Easy Off took off all the paint, every bit of paint, but it left that stripe on mostly intact. Kind of interesting. Okay, let's do this. Gonna go ahead and put the front and back bumper on. I had some screws out. I scrounged up a guide pin. Let's go ahead and start dressing out, making it look good. Boy, without any glue and adhesive whatsoever, the front and back bumper both fit really snug, really good. Okay, let's go ahead and get the screws on. Got the back screw in. I was just getting ready to do the front one, and in just a second I put the back one in. I keep saying this, and please do it. I wicked out the excess moisture that was in the screw post with like a little bounty towel. I just twist it up a little bit and wicked it down. And you want to do that before you go ahead and put the screws in. You don't want any unnecessary oxidation to the screw because you forgot to wick it out and dry it out real good. Just rediscovered that the Maserati has a short wheelbase, and I was adjusting that, and a hub and a tire bailed somewhere. I took a minute or two to try to find it, couldn't find it, so I got a different one on there. That's why we see the yellow there. I will find the other one for the sake of just not wasting time. I went ahead and got the replacement. All right, boy, it looks good like that. The body on the chassis there, all except for the stripe. I was just thinking a bit ago, I could probably get some rubbing compound and rub that stripe off, or redo it. I don't know. 6 of one, half dozen the other. Let's see, make sure you have the transformer. Make sure everything's on. Here we go. Oh, nice. Very good. Looking good. Looking real good. Liking that. Okay, very good. Boy, that came out good, didn't it? Again, all except for that black stripe, but we're in good shape all the way around. Absolute wonderful shape. Okay, so that's the only thing I got left to do with that. And over here, I'm not even going to touch those molds. I looked at it, nothing's leaking. So as far as that goes, we're in good shape. Very good, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video with the truck tires. They work absolutely wonderful. Go ahead and get those new old stock tires on. The Maserati came out real good. Again, I will address the a black line in another video. We are going to wait for all this stuff to dry, 8 to 18 hours before I touch that stuff. And we do have some cool projects coming up. Both the Mach and the Mako Shark there have never been mounted. I'm going to spray them with the Molotov Chrome, but here's my caution that I've learned. I'm going to go ahead and thread the screw posts before I paint them. I don't want any marring or anything like that happening after I get it painted, so I just want the screw post to be pre-drilled and all that. All right, so we again got a few cool things coming up. We're getting there, guys. These the trikes will have heads. We'll have heads for the drivers, for like the steam and T-jets and stuff like that. So again, we've got some projects working. I can't wait for that mold to dry over there. All right, guys, if you need anything, let me know. I'm here for you. Have fun. See ya.